Hey guys, Jason here with the Garage Slingers again. I wanted to show you guys real quick how to type and date a wood planer. So I got a Stanley Bailey Wood Planer. It's the type number 5. It says that right on the shaft, but some of them don't say the type number on them. You have to kind of search for it, but there's a bunch of different types and they're made in different years. The Stanley Bailey number 5 planer was once the most popular planer ever. I mean, it was in just about every garage. I mean, it was like a Craftsman wrench or something like that. I mean, it was just really popular. So it was really common to find them 100 years ago. Not so common to find them today. So the other day at that estate sale, I got the bikes and some of the other stuff, the ice skates. Also got these wood planers. Anytime I find woodworking tools, I always pick up the woodworking tools at estate sales. Wood planers, picks, all that kind of stuff. I just love that stuff. I've had really good luck with it. I usually try to clean them up and restore them a little bit. I don't do a full refabrication or anything like that, but I definitely remove the rust and shine them up a little bit before I list them. But this one right here is taken apart right now. I took it apart and I've used a plastic bristle brush and some degreaser just to get the wood chips and junk off of it, and then I'll put it in some stop rust. WD-40 has a rust remover that is really good on them, and it's like biodegradable. Like, I'm pretty sure you can just pour this shit down your sink. I don't pour it down my sink, but I'm pretty sure you could. Like, I think it's pretty, the stuff that they make is safe to where it's not going to harm the environment or anything like that. But and it's Earth Day, by the way. That's why I said that. But this is it taken apart. I've used the plastic brush on it quite a bit and knocked all the easy stuff to get off, and then I'll soak it in a rust remover for about 2 hours or so, just to kind of see where it's at, and then put it all back together, see what it looks like, shine it up a little bit, take some pictures, make that wood look really good with some like walnut oil or something like that. So this is it, but I wanted to show you guys how to type the wood planer. So it's easy to find the numbers, especially if there's a number on the shaft. But there's a really easy way to find the type and the number. So when you're putting them on eBay or wherever you're selling them, you can use the simple flow charts that they made and do that. And so the flow chart is back there on the wall. I'll get you a close-up of it here in a second. I'm going to take the camera and show you guys around the wood plane and show you how to identify it. But that's the flow chart that you use. I'm going to put the link right here in the description. I think it's a Popular Woodworkers website or something, but the link will be right here. So click that link. It'll take you directly to the PDF for the flow chart, and you can walk right through. But I'm going to walk you guys through how to figure out what this one is real quick. Okay, so this is the wood planer. It's all taken apart right now. When I get it listed and everything, I'll show you guys like what it sells for. These things, I mean, it just depends on the day and who's out there, but I mean, they'll sell anywhere from 80 bucks to, I've seen them go as high as 180, $200 for these ones. Some of the more rare ones, the different types, the older types, and the ones that aren't number 5s, they weren't real popular, so they're even more rare than finding these. But these are over 100-year-old tools. But it's all taken apart right now. I'm going to be removing the rust and all that kind of stuff on it. But these things are so cool. I like wood. I have this thing about wood. And these, it's actually really, so they put their initials in this one, which I can actually sand that down. But sometimes it's kind of cool just for the nostalgia effect to leave the initials on there. But they put their initials on this. It's really, I mean, it's really rare to find these with this not broken. So it's really easy to just bump into this thing and knock it onto the ground, and this is always the part that gets broke, like right here, the top. And so this is kind of the where you the handle. But a lot of times you'll find these and they've been glued or something. This one is totally intact. It's got some dings and stuff in it, but overall, I mean, I just love that wood. Same with the knob. Knob is real wood. So we can sand that down, oil it back up with some like walnut oil or something like that. The number 5s are really easy to tell. So there's a bunch of different types though. So you got the Bailey up there, and then at the back it's going to tell you it's a number 5. And then how to type it, you use these patents. So that's not 2002 and 2010, guys. That's 1902 and 1910. Those are the patents for this baby. So, but it's pretty sturdy. And this one's actually in really good shape. I mean, it's got rust, but the rust will come off. But a lot of times you'll find them, and this is busted open because it's been used. This one looks like it did not get used, like very much at all. It looks like it just sat on a shelf and collected rust as the humidity changed. It just doesn't look like it got used. It's rare to find them when this handle here is intact totally. I mean, other than putting initials in it, I don't know that this thing has really seen too much labor. And it came from a really nice house. Like, there's no way these people were doing like their own construction work and stuff like that. It was just one of those things that everybody had, so I'm sure they were like, yeah, we need one of those. We never know when we're going to need one. And they picked it up. So, but the flow chart is right here, and I want to show you guys. It's, I put the tape right over that, but the Stanley Plane dating flow chart. So Stanley made these Baileys. This one's actually really easy to tell what it is. So the first question they ask is how many patent dates are cast into the bed. And so some of them have 1, some of them have none, some of them have 2, and some of them have 3. This one, when you look at the bed, it's got 3 dates cast. So we got 3 patent dates. And so you go down the flow chart to the number 3, which is all the way down at the bottom, and instantly we're there. So we have 3. That means is depth adjuster nut large, 1 1/4 inch diameter, and that is this part right here. And that is not 1 1/4 inch. This is a smaller one. So this is the depth adjuster knob that they're talking about. They do make one that's bigger, and that is on the newer models. So this is actually an older one. So is depth adjuster nut large, 1 1/4 inch diameter? No, it's not. So we got a type 11. This baby was made between 1910 and 1918. So type 11, 1910, 1918. And these are going anywhere from $60 plus shipping all the way up to $200 plus on these, depending on their condition. And this one is actually really good condition. It's not been worked. So you knock the rust off, shine it up, make it look good, and we'll be doing pretty good. Because I mean the box. If you guys remember my first or second video, one of the two, but yeah, that box was $60 for the whole thing, and that planer was in there. I've got another smaller planer. This one is newer, I believe. It just says made in the USA, so it's probably going to be a newer one, but it's still old. When I say newer, I mean it's not 120 years old, but it'll still go. I mean, it's got the wood knob. It's still got a lot of good stuff on here, and we'll identify this one I'll show you guys kind of the listing and what all we got. But yeah, I mean, that whole box had the ice skates, videotapes, had these 2 planers. We got the 2 bicycles, $60 for all that. And this thing will probably at least double my money right there, and everything else is profit on top. So it was actually really good fun. I love when I get in there early and the woodworking stuff is down there, and I'm like, ooh, grab that, put that in my box. And so I got that. Got some other little like wood picks and stuff like that, but I'm not sure. They're not in real good condition. The wood's kind of messed up and stuff on those, so didn't put those on here. But I really wanted to show you guys how to date those. So this is not the first time I've done this kind of thing. This is one of my go-tos when I go to estate sales. I love finding those woodworking tools. A lot of the antique stores around here have shined up woodworking tools because there's a lot of collectors now putting them in glass cases and stuff like that. And so whenever I've come across those at an auction or something like that, I'm usually bidding on them or I'm grabbing them up at estate sales. It's one of my go-tos that I know. And I think when you're getting into this game of flipping things from sales, garage sales and auctions and stuff like that, you stick with what you know, because too many times you walk out into the mud on something you don't know, and it costs money to learn. So I mean, it will cost you money to learn your lessons and things like that. But then, I mean, you get better and you get better as you go, and then you become the picker, the pro picker. So but this is one of my go-tos. I love the woodworking stuff. I just love the wood. I love the nostalgia. I love being able to kind of bring it back to life with a couple easy fixes with just a little bit of degreaser, some elbow grease, and some rust remover and stuff like that. So that is the video that I wanted to do. Again, the link for the flowchart is going to be down here in the description. Go check out my store. I don't have this thing listed yet. I still got a couple hours of work to put into it before I put it up there, but check out my store and get it going. And so if you guys have any questions or anything, just leave them in the comments and I'll answer them on my next video. Again, this is Jason. I am Jason, and I'm with the Garage Slingers. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a great night.